Hello everyone and welcome to our sing-along video for Peace. We will go over some brief warm-ups, some nice arpeggios, some long tones, and then we'll jump into this wonderful song and we'll go over our lyrics together and the notes, and we'll talk about phrasing and how to have the most fun while singing this beautiful song. So a few things to make sure you have along with you before we start, just like usual, is make sure first you have a good attitude, because that's paramount to just about everything in life. And secondly, let's make sure that we all are in possession of a fine pencil or pen. I would recommend pencil because you never know when you want to erase something, especially on your music. And make sure too that you have your trusty sheet music, preferably in a binder, okay? Don't just have your music pulled up on another tab on your computer. I know that's convenient, but actually have your sheet music, because we're going to make some notes in it that I want you to be able to take to your rehearsal. Okay, so without any other introductory notes, let's go ahead and get into our wonderful song. First off, let's emphasize relaxation in the entire body and the instrument. So in the case of singing, our entire body is our musical instrument. And just like I have this guitar here, if I were to cover the strings of the guitar and then try and play it, it would not make a very rich sound. So similarly, we don't want to clamp down on the vocal cords in our throat. We don't want to hold any muscular tension that we don't absolutely need. So let's just make sure that we're all standing in a nice neutral posture with our upright spine, a nice packed neck, so we're nice and relaxed. And let's go ahead and make sure that our jaws are nice and relaxed. And let's take a second actually, and let's warm up our jaw, massaging the jaw. And let's actually tense the jaw now. Tense low, medium, high, and relax and let the jaw drop open. Let's do that again. So massage, the other direction, and tense, relax. And let's make sure that the tongue is nice and relaxed and limber. So let's go ahead and try and touch our nose. Good. Bonus points if you can actually touch your nose. And now try and touch your left ear. And now your right. And now your chin. And now make circles with that tongue. In the other direction. And let's clean up. Good. So now that we've done that, let's actually get to the singing. Okay, so like I said, we're going to start with some brief arpeggios. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're just going to take it away with a nice Let's try and remain as completely relaxed as possible, generating a nice open sound through the throat with a nice open mouth. And we'll alternate, we'll change the vowels every half step, and we'll just go up a little bit and see how things go. So let's start with E. Through the jaw. E. Awesome. So let's stop right there, and let's do a few brief long tones. So long tones are the lightsaber of vocal warm-up techniques. They're incredibly effective and they're awesome. So all we're going to do is we're going to take a really nice mid-range note like this note, and we're going to sing each vowel very conscientiously as we do together in rehearsal. And let's really emphasize, take this opportunity to improve your instrument, okay? This time is for you. So try and find an even more accurate placement, more relaxation, a richer tone, more resonance in your face than you have before. This is really practice for you, okay? So let's take it with E, excuse me, E. Practicing opening the jaw. Ah. Try experimenting, bringing the sound more forward in your mouth and seeing how that sounds and how that feels, and then try bringing it kind of back more on the throat or back and up. Try giving yourself different mental cues and see how that affects you. So you can try placing things more forward and front like you're singing out of your spiritual eye. You can try kind of placing it back and rounding open, just play around with what sounds feel good, and, or I should say, with what feels good and what sounds good, okay? So we're trying to craft your instrument here. So let's move on. Let's do the next one. E. If you want to go back and sing any of these sequences again, do so. There's no rush with long tones. A with total relaxation. let's do one more. E. A, nice and relaxed. Floating on the breeze of bliss. And ooh. Awesome. So if you want a little more time with long tones, or if you find that's been helpful, go back and do those sequences again. So we covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half steps. Ultimately, we want to perfect every single note in our range. So that's going to take a little bit of time, and it just takes practice. So this was a great start. So really take the time to try and refine that section of your range, because you never lose something that you build. So build the familiarity, the relaxation in that part of your range, and it'll be with you always. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the lower registers. We've done some nice arpeggios, we've done some mid-range stuff, and now we're going to work on the lower register for our lower singers. So let's go ahead and start with a downward moving arpeggio. We'll start here, and we'll go, okay, but we'll start on E. So here we go. Trying to place nice and round and create a nice rich resonance as you move downwards. You can kind of think about like almost as if you're falling into your own shoes, and so you're super grounded and rooted at the end. Here we go. E, E, A, Still keeping relaxed, don't force anything. A. I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing this for you. O. That's as far as I'm gonna go, but for you guys, let's do one more. On oo. It's down there. Actually, it's lower than this guitar. That's pretty good. It's probably like a low D. So, anyway, great. So now that we've done that, let's do a couple lower range long tones. So let's start here. And let's try and create a nice, rich, open resonance, especially feeling the resonance in the chest and like your feet. Feel like your whole body is resonating here. So let's start on E. A. relaxing the voice, consciously trying to place it in a more and more open and moving, like momentum, like the sound is just coming out of you. If you want to go back and do these again, do them again. Oh, I think we're here. Well, sorry. Now we're going to be up here. And let's do, where were we? Let's do E, because I lost my track. I'm sorry. Sound, but don't let the sound fall backwards into your body. Keep it moving forward. A. One more. A. Nice open mouth, relaxed throat. So the first thing we're going to do, like we always do, is we're just going to go over the lyrics. So, because, I mean, it seems fairly obvious, but just in case, we want to make sure that we know what we're singing about. So, let's go over this. Sorry, by the way, that it's going to be a little bit smaller. This music is double-sided, so as I turn the pages, you'll be able to see both sides, as I do. So anyway, let's look at this. So, first things first, the first verse is a bass solo, okay? Now, that does not mean that everybody else is inactive. When you have a soloist sing and then is joined by a whole choir, the whole choir needs to be actively singing through the soloist, energetically. And so what you can do is, I want you to go ahead and write support soloist, okay? Support the soloist. Write that in your music, so that way you know energetically to support them. And just because they're the ones singing doesn't mean that you shouldn't know what they're singing about. So let's get into that. So first off, the lyrics they have are, peace gave us the mountains, peace gave us the sky. Nightly when starlight enfolds us, peace is its lullaby. Amen. Amen. It's beautiful. I really love these lyrics, actually. So we're not dropping really deep philosophical stuff here. But interestingly, let's think about this for a moment, that peace is the first aspect of the divine that we typically feel in meditation. It's in the spine, it correlates with the first chakra, with that rooted, grounded energy. Swami Kriyananda had a beautiful quote, and I'm going to butcher it a little bit, but he said, peace is the soil in which all other flowers of meditation can grow. And so we have to cultivate peace on the spiritual path before those other things can come to fruition. So too, this song is saying it's the same thing for nature, that peace gave us the mountains, that the essence of the mountains is peace. Peace gave us the sky. Nightly when starlight enfolds us, peace is its lullaby. How beautiful is that? I love to think about a moment that you were on the mountains and that you felt peaceful. Think of a moment that you've looked at the sky and just been enraptured by it. And what a beautiful image that nightly the stars are enfolding us and that they're singing a lullaby of peace to us every night. It's so beautiful. Lovely imagery. So when the soloist sings those, try and feel that and share that energy with him, through him, to the audience. So now let's look at the second verse where we all jump in. Peace gave us the morning. Peace gave us the sun. Bird songs that call us to welcome day and fresh labors begun. So now we're going to start getting into more of like the technical things. Peace gave us the morning. That's pretty straightforward. Peace gave us the sun. Bird songs that call us to welcome. But welcome what? Right? This actually continues energetically. Bird songs that call us to welcome day and fresh labors begun. So the bird songs are calling us to welcome in the new day, right? Because remember, it's morning. They're calling us to welcome day and the new fresh labors that we're about to undertake. Think about that enthusiasm, that yes-saying tendency in life that makes it so enjoyable. All right. And then amen. Amen. Pretty good so far. So next up, peace gave us the seasons. Peace gave us the rain. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Mist hands that soothe away pain. I love that last line. Mist hands that soothe away pain. For some reason, has always been one of my favorite lines in this whole piece. And I just love that imagery because mist is so ethereal and kind of incorporeal, and the idea that a mist hand soothing away all pain as you're sort of walking through nature's embrace in the mist is really beautiful to me. So just think on these. You don't have to take what I'm saying and incorporate it into your own heart, but just try and think and feel, what does this mean to you? Try and kind of meditate on peace gave us the seasons, peace gave us the rain, right? Rain, the great sustainer of life. Water. Anyway, now let's move on. Peace gave us our heart's love. So this is important because in the first three verses, we've been talking about everything outside of us. It's mountains, it's sun, it's new days, it's seasons, right? But now it's us. Now it's personal. Peace gave us our heart's love. Now, that's actually really beautiful to me now that I'm just thinking about it, because if you're lacking peace, you can't really love. If you're in chaos and you're out of your peaceful center, it's really challenging to love. So peace gave us our heart's love. Peace gave us our smiles. Rays of God's presence within us, light that all strife reconciles. Beautiful lyrics. Amen. Amen. Can I hear an amen? Amen. Actually, you'll get 4 of them. So, words aren't that complicated, Now let's just briefly go over, or I just want to briefly remind everyone that the rhythms are different verse to verse. So for example, bird songs that call us to welcome. Let's do that together. Bird songs that call us to welcome. If you need to, go back and pause and do that again so you really get that rhythm. Is different from cool clouds that gather to bless us. Again, cool clouds that gather to bless us. Again, cool clouds that gather to bless us. Just say it out loud for now, just so you get the rhythm. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Great. And then here, this is a triplet of mist hands that soothe away pain. But we'll get into that when we sing it, because you kind of have to feel that a little bit. And then rays of God's presence within us. Let's do that together. Rays of God's rays of God's presence within us. Here we go. Rays of God's presence within us. Again. Rays of God's presence within us. Perfect. And then that is light that all strife reconciles. So it's not too complicated, and I'll conduct it, but it's just good to have that awareness so you can circle those parts or just write rhythm above those so you remember that they're different. Okay? Awesome. So let's jump into parts. So we're going to sing our part now. And forgive me, I'm going to sing an octave down because I'm a man, and I hope that doesn't throw you off too much. All right, so let's get into this. So our starting note is, first off, so the bass has a nice solo. Whenever the bass sings the solo, we want to support them energetically. So I want you to actually write support soloist right above the bass solo, okay? Because when the soloist sings, you want to think that you are energetically singing through them, okay? You want to give them that support. And it sounds funny if you're just sitting there waiting to come in and then you start singing on the second verse. But for some reason, if you're energetically with the soloist, then when you start singing, it's like you were always singing in the first place. It's just that now we get to hear you. So go ahead and write support soloist. Now the next thing is your starting note is the third of the chord. So you can write that here on the side, third. And so that means is that when the bass hits his last note, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and that's your starting note. Peace. So here we go. Peace gave us the morning. Peace gave us the sun. So I was telling the tenors that you guys have this beautiful part together. So I want you to circle sun and circle sun with the tenors and tie them together, because you guys move together rhythmically. So you need to listen to one another and really lock in. You can also just write tenor above the thing so you know to listen to the tenors. And enjoy this. You're moving from an E to an F. That's sun. So enjoy that movement. Let's just go again from the top. Peace gave us the morning. Peace gave us the sun. Bird songs that call us to welcome. Day and fresh labors begun. So again, like the tenor, you have a beautiful note on labors, and you're going to have that note every verse. So I want you to circle that note and enjoy that note. Learn to hear where that note is in respect to the rest of the chord, and just drink it up, because it's a beautiful note. That phrase, day and fresh labors begun, is just delicious. So get into it. And what I mean by that is, I was kind of jokingly saying get into it, but try and bring as much sweetness and as much peace through your voice when you sing that labors begun. Because you have such a beautiful note, it really highlights the quality with which you sing. So let's just sing Day and Fresh Labors Begun together. Day and fresh labors begun. Moving on. Amen. Amen. So you have a little syncopation here at the end. So let's just say it. So we're going to go amen. Sorry, that's kind of awkward to say. I'll articulate it a little better. It's amen. Okay? So now let's sing it. Amen. Okay? Let's just do that a couple more times. Amen. Again. Amen. Again. Amen. So that's the rhythm as written. Now there's this little retardando thing here, and that means that we'll all slow down. So that's something we'll have to practice as a unison, but it'll make that syncopation a little more challenging to count because we'll all be slowing down. So when we actually sing this together, I'll do my best to conduct that, and we'll all get used to slowing down on that syncopation. Now I want you to circle or just make a note that with these three notes, you're actually rhythmically together with the sopranos. So you can circle them like I did, or just write with like W soprano with sop, or W/SOP with soprano, because you're going to be moving together rhythmically. So make sure that you're together with those amen part. Okay. So let's go right from our right from there, from amen. 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 Awesome. So I was telling the other parts that we want to, this piece is not overly technically difficult, but it is incredibly powerful and effective. And one of the things that will make it that effective is if we treat every note like a long tone of sweetness. And if you take the time to sing every note and try and make your voice the vehicle for conveying sweetness and peace, that expanding sensation of peace, in every note of every verse, then when we come together and we sing this, it's going to be spectacular. So let's move on to the second verse here. So I'm not going to repeat writing all the same things, like who your, what your notes are and stuff. Actually, I didn't go over buddy notes. Let's quickly look, see if I can find any good buddy notes for you. Yeah, I can't. Sorry. Yeah. I'll look more carefully and go over it in rehearsal. So let's go ahead and take a look at the third verse here. Peace gave us the seasons. Peace gave us the rain. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Mist hands that soothe away pain. Amen. Amen. So there's some new rhythms here. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. I would circle this and write syncopated, or just a note on the side, syncopated, because it's different from all the other ones. So just rhythmically it goes, cool clouds that gather to bless us. Cool, let's do that together. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. One more time. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Now let's sing it. So, our note is cool. Here we go. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. One more time. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Again. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Basically think clouds and the on gather are the emphatic notes, because those are the ones that are longer. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Mist hands that soothe the weeping. Cool. Let's go from the top of the third verse. Peace gave us the seasons. Peace gave us the rain. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Mist hands that soothe the weeping. Amen. Amen. Moving into the fourth verse. Before we sing the fourth verse, please note that in the past we've always been talking about the nature, right? Peace gave us the rain, the seasons, cool clouds, but now it's peace gave us our heart's love. So all of it before was about them. Now it's us. Now it's personal. Peace gave us our smiles. So on heart's love, try and feel that love of your own heart. And when you say peace gave us our smiles, smile. Feel that peace radiating out of you. Okay? Peace gave us our heart's love. Peace gave us our smiles. Rays of God's presence within us. Light that all strife reconciles. So this is such a beautiful phrase. Rays of God's presence within us, light that all strife reconciles. So let's really get into that. And we have such a beautiful note on strife, that light that all strife reconciles. It's beautiful. Really enjoy that note. Imbue in that note all the memories of past human strifes, now washed away, now reconciled by God's light. That's what we're saying, and how beautiful that is. Okay, so let's take it from the top of verse 4. Peace gave us our heart's love. Peace gave us our smiles. Rays of God's presence within us. Light that all strife reconciles. Amen. And let's write here, when we repeat the amens, write sweetly, because we repeat the same thing and usually we'll cut the guitar and it's just so sweet and so tender and so soft. And so let's really highlight the sweetness of the voice. Like I said, go back through and sing these phrases and try and really bring forth the natural sweetness of your own heart through this music. And if I forgot to say, actually, on peace gave us our heart's love at the beginning of verse 4, let's underline us. Us and a heart's love are very important. And then, of course, peace gave us our smiles, right? All right, let's sing the whole thing through together. So remember, 1, 2, 3, peace. Peace gave us the morning. Peace gave us the sun. Bird songs that call us to welcome. Day and fresh labors begun. The seasons, peace gave us the rain, cool clouds that gather to bless us, mist hands that soothe away pain. Our heart's love, peace gave us our smiles, rays of God's presence within us, light that all strife reconciles. Thank you guys so much for all your work. I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun making these videos, and I hope that they've been helpful to you. I know just for my own voice, just simply doing all the warm-ups and the long tones to actually make these videos, I think my voice is getting better. And I hope yours is too. Anyway, this is a really lovely piece that we got to practice together today. And please go over the video multiple times. Sing through the parts that are challenging. Even if they're not challenging, try to make them better. Try to make them more sweet. Try to bring out that lovely quality of this piece. And if nothing else, it's a wonderful time to practice the technique of an open, relaxed throat, because we sing so many big open vowels throughout this song. So utilize your practice time effectively and regularly, and you will make long-term progress as a singer, and we'll make long-term progress as a choir, which is really exciting. So like I said, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. And if you bring your music, and you bring your music in a binder, and you show me the notes that you made from our video choir rehearsal, you get a gold star. Gold stars! Okay, so I will see all you guys on Sunday. I hope you have a wonderful week, and thank you so much.
Peace gave us the mountains, peace gave us the sky. Nightly when starlight enfolds us, peace is its lullaby. Amen. Amen. Peace gave us the morning, peace gave us the sun, bird songs that call us to welcome day and fresh labors begun. Amen. Amen. Peace gave us the seasons, peace gave us the rain, cool clouds that gather to bless us, mist hands that soothe away pain. Amen. Amen. Peace gave us our heart's love, peace gave us our smiles, rays of thy presence within us, light that all strife reconciles.